The alcohol dehydrogenase activity is low in the root of maize, rice, sugarcane, all of the above. Answer is given A. I really don't know about this. Alcohol dehydrogenase activity is low in the root of maize. But why? We'll see the answer. It's the same time. Why it is like that? Alcohol dehydrogenase is low in maize under normal, that is aerobic condition, because it is an enzyme specifically induced by low oxygen environment or low temperature straits rather than being required constantly. It is primarily expressed in roots during waterlogging, pollen and germination seeds to facilitate anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic induction only ADH1, ADH1 synthesized in response to anaerobic stress, so it should be higher in rice. Okay, we'll see. Is it correct or not? Okay, the level is high. Okay, alcohol dehydrogenase levels are high in rice, particularly under the submerged condition, because it is crucial for the anaerobic metabolism, allowing the plant to generate energy. This ATP, where oxygen is scarce. Okay, alcohol dehydrogenase is needed for ATP synthesis in anaerobic condition. Then the second question: which potential is not calculated for soil water? Which potential is not calculated for soil water? Metric potential, Turgor potential, pressure potential, gravity potential. The answer is given as Turgor potential. Pressure potential we know, gravity potential we know, but what is metric potential and Turgor potential? Sorry. Turgor potential. Turgor potential, pressure potential, Turgor potential or pressure potential same, is a positive hydrostatic pressure exerted by protoplast against the cell wall in a turgid plant cell. Okay, crucial for maintaining structural rigidity and driving cell expansion. It is a component of water potential that typically operates at positive value. The pressure of the cell content or cytoplasmic vacuole pushing against the cell wall, often referred as Turgor potential. Achha, turgidity. I get it. It is generally positive in living turgid cell and near zero in the flaccid cells. See, living cells में positive है and near zero in the flaccid cell, and negative in plasmolyzed cells. मतलब pickle में negative is in plasmolyzed cell, zero in the flaccid cells, and positive in the living or turgid cells. It functions to maintain the cell shape, support soft tissues, and facilitate growth or cell enlargement, and drives the stomatal movement. Okay, what is a turgor potential? Increases the total water potential of a cell, promoting water movement out of the cell. It acts alongside solute potential to determine the direction of osmosis. Sorry. Okay, we'll see what else are there. Turgor pressure, often used interchangeably with pressure potential. It is a formal term in water potential equations. Okay. Wall pressure, the equal and opposite force exerted by cell wall against the incoming water plasmolysis. When plant loses too much water, Turgor potential drops. Yes, because सेल में पानी नहीं है तो सेल फूलेगा नहीं तो सेल वॉल पे प्रेशर नहीं देगा. सो तो what Turgor potential will drop in plasmolysis. We पढ़ा ना हमने इधर की नेगेटिव है in plasmolyzed cells or in xylem vessels, leading to wilting and in extreme cases cell membrane pulling away from the cell. Okay, in wilting Turgor potentials are negative, not zero. Okay, change the color. I don't like the color. Dimboa is associated with maize. Okay, sorry. We'll go to search for Dimboa. Dimboa 2 for dihydroxy 7 methoxy 1 benzoin 3 1 is crucial natural defense compound. Natural defense compound in maize acting as a potent deterrent against insects like corn borer and aphids and pathogenic fungi and bacteria, and even influencing soil microbes. Primarily found in high concentration in young seedlings stored in an inactive glucoside, Dimboa glucose, is activated upon damage to protect the plants as it grow. Okay, it helps in insect defense, disease resistance, and allelopathy. Allelopathy is the toxin when plant release some toxins. Then we call this phenomena as allelopathy or phytotoxins. I mean, the toxin is called a phytotoxin, and the phenomena is called as allelopathy. So Dimboa, that is 2 for dihydroxy, 7 methoxy, 1 for benzoaxin, 1 dihydroxy. Dimboa, DIMBOA. So dimethoxy, so dihydroxy, I for something. Also di for dimethoxy, dihydroxy, then methoxy, then benzoaxine. Okay, great. It helps in insect defense and disease resistance. We are in the third question only, right? Okay. 240 sensitive variety of wheat is HD20009. This one. LER of 1.25 means 1.25 times yield advantages. LER means equivalent rate, right? Land equivalent ratio of 1.25 means 1.25 times yield advantages, 125% yield advantages, 25% yield advantages. So obviously 1.25 means this will be 100 and this will be 125. So 25% yield advantages. Depth of USWB class A pan. What is this? USWB class A pan. Sorry. USWB plan class A. Oh, these are evaporator. USWB class A open pan evaporator is a standardized widely used instrument for measuring water loss from a free surface, consisting of large upright galvanized iron pan. Okay, typically 121 centimeter. But why we need this? It's too much. See, 25 per 4 centimeter. Dioxin present in soybean. My whole research work was on this. Soybean. The emitter electrode of pH meter is selenium electrode, porous cup electrode, glass or colloidal electrode, metallic electrode. I think the answer is glass or colloidal electrode. Emitter electrode of pH meter. Cumin belongs to family Tiliaceae, Muraceae, Rutaceae, Umbelliferaceae. Cumin belongs to the family Umbelliferaceae. Pigeon pea is dash crop, cell-pollinated crop or cross-pollinated, often self-pollinated, often cross-pollinated. Pigeon pea is often pollinated crop, often cross-pollinated. STP technique, that is spaced transplanting technique, is used in spaced transplanting potato, sugarcane, maize and rice. राइस में तो spaced transplanting नहीं होता. That's SRI DAPOG method. I never heard about STP technique measure. Then sugarcane is answer given. STP technique is used in sugarcane. CAZRI is situated in Jodhpur. This is Zonal Research Center. No, Arid Zone Research Center. Zonal Arid. Fruit of mustard is known as silkwa. Fire of forest is that flower palasa is Butea species. Directorate of Mushroom Research is in Simla, Solan, Karnal and Manali. Solan. acid equivalent of urea is 80. IIPR situated in IIPR. Okay, Kanpur, Jhansi, Bangalore, Chennai, Kanpur. O stands in NPOP is organic. LER land equivalent ratio value of 1.0 indicates dash effects, complementary effect, competitive effect, supplementary effect, none of the above. Complementary. Khaira disease in rice is caused due to deficiency of zinc. There is a question, who discovered Khaira disease? We'll see the answer here. Okay, who discovered Khaira disease? Or named or something was the questions. Who discovered Khaira? Sorry, Khaira disease of rice. YLNENE, Yaswant Lakshman Nene, is credited with discovering the identifying Khaira disease of zinc deficiency in 1960. Okay, NENE, Nene, Lakshman Nene, YL Nene. Nene will have remember Nene. Where we were, Khaira disease of rice is caused by zinc and discovered by Yaswant Lakshman Nene. Then if all values are negative, then SD will be, standard deviation will be positive. Cultivation of woody plant for decoration and shade is termed as cultivation of woody plants for decoration. Okay, arable farming, no. Arboriculture can be agroforestry, not exactly. Social forestry, no. Arboriculture. Mimosine pudica. Mimosine is present in Leucaena trifolium, Cynodon cypress. Leucaena trifolium species, no. These are the grass species. Mimosine is present in Leucaena. Bagases is related to sugar cane. These are the wastage produce और इससे होता है तुम्हारा पेपर. Molasses, bagases. Atmometer measures evaporation rate, wind speed, wind pressure, rainfall, evaporation rate. Evapotranspiration or solar radiation is measured by pyroheliometer. Yes. Brix value of sugar cane at maturity is high, 16 to 18. Okay, no, like not actually high, it's low. Brix value of sugar cane at maturity, क्योंकि after a time the sugar get converted to starch or something, or I think starch only, and the nodes. Yeah, the after maturation the sugar percentage decreased. Yeah, from young to mature the sugar percent gets decreased. Now nitrogen content in ammonium sulfate is 20. Plant with roots, ammonium nitrogen content of the ammonium sulfate is 20. Plants with roots capable of penetrating into rocks termed as xerophytes, no. Pteridophytes, no. Chasmophytes, xanthophytes. Chasmophytes. Plants with roots capable of penetrating into rocks is termed as chasmophytes. In C3 plants, first stable product is ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate PGA. In C3 plant, the first stable product is PGA, phosphoglyceric acid. Dapok seedling are ready to transplant at 6 to 8 days. Dapok requires less than 6 to 8 days. Unit of LAI is unit lease. What is LAI? Leaf in India is okay. Leaf in India is unitless. The percentage impurity in a seed sample is termed as real value, breakage, milling value, dockage. Percentage impurity in seed sample, milling value is not. This milling value of rice is 66%. Real value तो नहीं. Breakage, dockage. Answer is given dockage. The percentage impurity in seed sample is termed as dockage. CAN is a fertilizer of dash nature, acidic nature, basic nature, neutral nature, none of the above. Neutral nature. The scientific The scientific study of relationship between soil and living things are termed as the scientific study of relationship between soil and living things are termed as edapology, pedology, mineralogy. None of them. Pedology is study of soil. Mineralogy is mineral. Edapology is like formation, no? So edapology. Durum is what? Durum is tetraploid. Wheat. Durum wheat is tetraploid. 28 2n equal to 28. In arid and semi-arid region of India, effective rainfall is assumed as arid and semi-arid में पूछा है ना less than 75%. So 70%. Which type of clay mineral illite is? अच्छा, which type of clay mineral illite is? 2:1 non-expanding. 2:1 non-expanding. Which type of clay mineral illite is? 2:1 non-expanding. Okay. Then another was Mount Merilonite and everything. The color of certification tag in foundation seed is white. Blue is for your nucleus or breeder. No, breeder is golden yellow. I think nucleus is azure blue. Black cotton soil contains high clay with a high organic matter. Black cotton soil, it contains low organic matter. Black cotton soil has low organic matter. Okay, low clay, high clay and low organic matter. The highest water requiring crop is wheat, maize, rice, sugarcane. So after sugarcane it can be actually rice or maize. Maize is fertilizer. Potato also fertilizer. Sugarcane is also fertilizer intensive crop. Which one is American cotton? American cotton has office. No, novel cotton is officinarum. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Okay. Gossypium arboreum, herbaricum, hirsutum. Yes. Noble wheat or noble? I'm so confused. Gossypium hirsutum. Rapidly used in agronomy, correlation coefficient R lies between 0 and 1, -1 and 0, -1 to 1. Is 1 to 1. The total number of isotopes of elemental hydrogen is 3. Elemental hydrogen. हाइड्रोजन डिक्टेरियम क्या था यार, मेरे को याद है, सब भूल चुकी हूँ मैं. Isotopes of hydrogen. Hydrogen has 3 main isotopes: protium, deuterium, tritium. Yes. Okay, the total number of isotopes of elemental hydrogen is 3. Sorry, elemental hydrogen is 3. Then glyphosate inhibits biosynthesis of phenylalanine, alanine, glutamine, cysteine. Phenylalanine. Consider MCQ. Okay. Glyphosate inhibits biosynthesis of phenylalanine. What is the estimated extent of salt affected soil in India? What is the estimated extent of salt affected soil? 5.42, 7.42, 11.2, 17.42. 7.42 million hectare. Farmer's first concept was proposed by Paul Legals, nail rolling, Robert Chamber, none of the above. Robert Chamber. Okay. Farmer's first concept was by Robert Chamber. Which of the following micronutrients are most widely deficient in Indian soil? First तो nitrogen है भाई. Zinc and boron. Yes, this can also be. Atmospheric layer nearest to Earth's surface is troposphere. Which of the following controlled root initiation? Cell elongation and apical dominance. Root initiation, cell elongation, apical dominance. Then right to be auxin. Yes. NRI is situated at Cuttack. The average concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere is 50 ppm, I think. No, सॉरी 0.03 ppm, क्या बकवास कर रहे हैं, सॉइल में ज़्यादा है. द एवरेज कंसनट्रेशन ऑफ CO2 इन एटमॉस्फेयर 405 ppm. व्हाट, पता नहीं. PDR14 is the variety of mung, rice, pea, rajma. PDR14 is a variety of rajma. Downy mildew of bajra is caused by Fusiformis graminicola penicillia. Sclerospora graminicola. Downy mildew of bajra is by graminicola. Sclerospora graminicola. Canola has uric acid in tune of less than 2%. The ploidy level of Pusa Vedana, seedless watermelon, is haploid, diploid, tetraploid. It will be triploid. Pusa Vedana, remember, Pusa Vedana is not pomegranate, it's waterless, seedless watermelon. Cidic acid is found in root excrudates of red gram. Cidic acid is in red gram. I think oxalic acid or something is also found in grams. Canola has erucic acid and red gram has cidic acid, cidic acid. Which one is not allowed in organic farming in India? Which one is not using GMO crops? Obviously. Sodium ion caused dispersion in clay. Sodium ion causes dispersion of clay because it is lower charge density, heavy metal. It's not a metal. It is highly mobile. It is a small size of hydrated state. No, it has low charge density. Denitrification of losses are highest in case of rice. Denitrification of losses are highest in AWD system. What is AWD system? Alternate wetting and drying system. Okay. Denitrification of losses are highest in alternating wetting and drying system. Where it is less than. Someone comment where it is less. At end point of titration organic carbon estimation, color changes blue to green. Titration of organic carbon, yes, blue to green. Chemical formula of thiourea. Thiourea is used in potato, right? NH2, I don't know the answer. NH2CS, NH2, it is sulfur. Okay, NH2CH, NH2. Very is associated with. I'm sorry. Very is associated with wheat. What is very? Very lines of wheat refers to specialized disease resistance and high yielding heat varieties developed by crossing Russian winter wheat, Caucasus with Mexican spring wheat, bob white, that is very white. Disease resistance. Then one of the principles of conservation agriculture is ensure good germination through proper tilth. Minimum 30% of crop residue to be retained. B. Minimum 30% land must be covered with the crop residue. Yes, sorry. Minimum 30% land is covered with the crop residues. Amount of non-nuclear DNA present in a cell. Amount of non-nuclear DNA present in a cell is 1/3 of nuclear DNA. Oxygen evolving complex of pH2 system contains. Oxygen evolving complex of pH2 contains calcium, manganese, chlorine, all of the manganese, all of the above. Okay, I didn't know this. Through classical biological through classical biological approach, weeds can be eradicated, controlled, maintained on an ecologically stable population. Spreading can be checked. See, maintained on an ecologically stable population. Example हमें semi-root parasite. Semi-root parasite is sandal. हैं साल sandal खायर none of the above. Santalum species, Santalum album. Semi-root parasite tree species is Santalum. The micronutrient element which is essential for maintenance of apical dominance. Micronutrient element. Oxygen for apical dominance. Boron or copper or zinc or both A and C. That is boron and zinc. A and C. The transport carbohydrates in animal. The transport carbohydrates in animals and plants respectively. अच्छा, the transport carbohydrates of animals and plants. Glucose, glycogen, sucrose, glucose, starch, cellulose are there. Glucose and sucrose. Glucose, starch, glucose. Okay, answer is D. Glucose and sucrose. Transport carbohydrates. Benny flavor in soybean is due to the presence of enzyme lipoxidase, lysozymes, dehydrogenase, orbital oxidase. Lipoxidase. Benny flavor. Movement through plasmodesmata, saponiform movement, symplastic movement, apoplastic movement, all of the above. Symplastic movement, what is saponiform movement? Spongiform. Saponiform, that's no saponiform movement, symplastic movement. Saponiform, yeah. There's nothing called saponiform movement. Huh? Okay, symplastic and apoplastic movements are two main pathways for water and mineral transports in plant, differing by their route. Apoplast is through non-living cell walls. Okay. Apoplastic is by not through cell wall. Symplastic is through the cytoplasm. Done. Caspian strip, epidermis, cortex, yes. I have forgotten many things. So there will be movement through plasmodesmata. Plasmodesmata will be symplastic movement. In rice wheat cropping system, K should be applied in potassium should be applied in rice wheat cropping system. Potassium should be applied in rice only, wheat only, both A and B. Actually, rice needs potassium. According to Krida classification of tillage, deep tillage depth 20 to 30. SSP contains sulfur, calcium, P2O5, all of the above. Okay, P2O5 तो है 20% C, calcium, all of the above. So SSP, contains essential nutrients and non-essential nutrients also. In post-green revolution era, we have experienced increased factor productivity, no decreasing factor productivity. pH changes 9 to 6 means acidic हो गया. Hydrogen ion concentration will increase 1000 times. Which soil has better physical condition? Acidic soil, saline alkali soil, degraded alkali soil. Physical condition is high in acidic soil because most of the soils need 6 to 6.5 or 7.5 till 8.5 it works. HT in HT maize stand for hieroglyphos titrant, hormonal treatment, herbicide tolerant, I think. Yes. Soil erodibility factor highest in coarse sand, fine sand. Soil erodibility factor is highest in silt. WMO, is in Netherlands, France, and Geneva. World Meteorological Organization is in Geneva. FAO, Food Agriculture, sorry, yeah, Food Agriculture Organization, FAO, is in Rome. In following dash protein has highest biological value. राइस wheat maize in appear. इसमें तो किसी में प्रोटीन ज़्यादा नहीं है. इन फॉलोइंग डैश प्रोटीन हैज हाईएस्ट बायोलॉजिकल वैल्यू. The answer is rice is given. Rice, so we'll remember rice protein has highest biological value. Calvin-Bennon cycle present in C3, C4, Kaplan, all of the above. All of the above. Calvin-Benson cycle. What is Calvin-Benson cycle? ये तो C3 कैल्विन साइकिल का अदर नाम क्या था है C3 cycle, yes. Is seen in Kaplan. Yes, the Calvin-Benson cycle occurs in CAM, crystallization acid metabolism plant, but is temporarily separate from initial carbonic system. Okay. C3 is seen in everything. Okay. Triple response is associated with auxin, cytokinin, gabberellic acid 3, ethylene. I think ethylene. Triple response is ethylene. Sorry. Yes, ethylene. Then chiseling depth is generally referred to 30. 50. Okay, chiseling depth is 50 to 60 centimeter. In cyanide resistance respiratory pathway, electron is transported through pentose phosphate pathway, hexose monophosphate shunt, retones intensive alternative oxidase. In cyanide resistance respiratory pathway, it is alternate oxidase. Electron is transported through. Parthenium belongs to family Poaceae, Chenopodiaceae, Asteraceae, Convolvulaceae, Asteraceae. Phytohemogglutinin, generally known as lectin. Phytohemogglutamians are generally known as lectins, which is common element for glycoproteins. Nucleic acid, chlorophyll, which is common element for glycoproteins. Nucleic acid, chlorophyll. अच्छा, magnesium. Let's see other option. Magnesium, phosphorus, nitrogen, and molybdenum. Molybdenum is necessary. Magnesium, nitrogen. The answer is given nitrogen. Obviously, chlorophyll is also given there, and nucleic acid is also there. So it will be nitrogen. By AAS, actual measured attribute is atomic mass, reflectance, transmittance, absorption. Partial flume used to measure. Partial flume is used to measure water flow in an open channel. Partial flume. Spikelet sterility of wheat is caused by deficiency of boron. Spikelet sterility is by deficiency of boron. Sterility is by vitamin E. Vitamin E is also known as what? Vitamin ka other name? Tocopherol. Yes. IRGA stands for Integrated Radio Geyser Apparatus, isotope releasing gas adsorption, infrared gas analyzer. Atmospheric concentration of argon is high, 0.09%. Calculate plant population of maize sown in 5,000 square meter of area if crop is sown paired row 40 80 centimeter. Plant population 25%. अच्छा, plant to plant 25, row to row 40 to 80 centimeter. Okay, so it will be 5000 divided by 40 into 25, no? Mm-hmm. Okay, you can do 3.33. Which nutrient mimics nitrogen deficiency? Which nutrient mimics nitrogen deficiency? Copper, no. Zinc, no. Sulfur, molybdenum. Calculate pH of 0.01 HCl solution. No. Calculate base period of a crop if duty of water is 1200 and delta is 50 centimeter. Calculate base period of a crop if duty of water is delta is 50. 70 days. I really don't know what is this. For two equality, I think it's in agriculture engineering. For two equally competitive species, aggressivity will be 0, 1, 2 equally. It will be 1, 0. Okay. Which of the following relation is true? RGR equal to NR. What is this things? The highest cloud is obviously cirrus. ICP technique, inductively coupled plasma. ICP, inductive coupled plasma technique, can be used for number of nutrients. 17, 23, 27, 35. ICP, inductively coupled plasma, can be used for 23 number of nutrients. Non-biodegradable product of humus formation. Non-biodegradable product of humus formation. Humic acid, fulvic acid, okay. The law of optima was proposed by Blackman. The law of optima was proposed by Blackman. Okay. Practice of cross plowing is standing rice crop is known as puddling only, I know. Sorry, bucening. मैंने ये पढ़ा था कल यार. Bucening. Practice of cross plowing is standing rice crop is known as bucening. Puddling तो ऐसे ये करना टोंक्या दानिया. Bucening. Value of carbon in Ball-Misterless equation is 0.30. Pigeon pea sterility mosaic virus is transmitted through aphid, hoppers, mite, gram per pigeon pea sterility mosaic virus is transmitted through mite. Pigeon pea, that is red ground, male sterility, not mosaic, pigeon pea sterility mosaic virus will be transmitted through mite, which is not a chelating compound. EDTA, EDA, DHA, HDTA, CDMA. The primary carboxylation in the C4 plant takes place in mesophyll cell, bundle sheet cell, vascular bundles, all of the writing bundle sheet cells. No, mesophyll cells. Primary carboxylation of C4 plants takes place in mesophyll cells. Then the outermost boundary of cell is cell wall, plasma membrane, middle lamella, plasmodesmata. The outermost boundary of cell, ये रहा cell wall, इसके अंदर plasma membrane, middle lamella. Yes, okay, middle lamella. Spectrophotometer works on principle of 3-cycle simple Benson cycle, Beers-Lambert, percentage division law, Routh-Peterson law. The glycosidic linkage present in branching points of amylopectin is 1,6. Amylose is 1,4. The last added soil order is antisol, mollisol, galisol, spodosol. Galisol. IMO was established in now what metallical organization? I think 45? No, 1873. Number of essential mineral nutrients for plant is 14. I thought it will be 17 but 14. SBI Sugarcane Breeding Institute is situated in Tamil Nadu. Number of hotspot biodiversity present in India is 3. Hey, isn't it 12? Water potential at aquifers. Aquifer near 0 bar, near minus 1 by 3 bar. Aquifer is actually that doesn't store or transport energy. I mean, not energy, water. Aquifer, no, that is aquifuse. Aquiclude is it can store water but it can transmit. Aquitard is it can store and transmit, but it lower than the aquifers. So aquifers also can store water and transmit water. Aquifuse is what can't store water and or can't transmit. Aquiclude can store but can't transmit. So wait, first aquifer. Aquifer मतलब जो स्टोर भी होगा और ट्रांसमिट भी होगा. देन एक्यूक्लूड. क्लूड मीन्स फिर स्टोर होगा, इधर ट्रांसमिट नहीं होगा. फिर एक्यूटार्ट. टार्ट मीन्स स्टोर होगा, ट्रांसमिट भी होगा, बट एक्यूफेयर से कम ट्रांसमिट होगा. देन एक्यूफ्यूज. एक्यूफ्यूज में क्या होगा कि ना इधर स्टोर होगा ना ट्रांसमिट होगा. सो वाटर पोटेंशियल एट एक्यूफेयर नियर 0 bar. Co-factor for urease enzyme is molybdenum, iron, nickel, silicon. Nickel. Co-factor for the urease enzyme is nickel. Water use efficiency is highest for wheat, sorghum, foxtail millet, pearl millet. ओके, फॉक्सटेल मिलेट लिखा है तो मैं पढ़ लेती हूँ. फॉक्सटेल मिलेट. द चीफ वेजिटेबल सोर्स ऑफ ओमेगा 3 फैटी एसिड इज सोयाबीन ऑयल नहीं, ग्राउंड नट ऑयल नो, लिनसीड ऑयल, राइस ब्रान ऑयल यस. ओमेगा 3 फैटी एसिड. In stress condition, osmotic potential in plants decreases. Find rice equivalent yield of a system where rice yields 6 ton per hectare, wheat yield 40 quintal per hectare. Price of rice is 30,000 per ton and price of wheat is 2,000 per quintal. Okay. It's 866. 844 आ रहा है, so 8.66. The difference of average annual rainfall of world and India is the difference of average annual rainfall of world and India is 1924 mm. Okay. The rice ideotype is given by Yoshida. Para wilt associated with jute, cotton, linseed, mesta. Para wilt is associated with cotton. The primary carbon assimilatory enzyme in C4 is primary carbon assimilatory enzyme in the C4 is pepcase, pepcopeptidase, pepcase. The primary carbon assimilatory enzyme in C4 is pepcase. Irrigated area percentage highest in India in wheat, sugarcane, rice and irrigated area percentage highest in India in wheat, rice, sugarcane, maize, sugarcane. Out of vegetable oils highest BB is of. What is BB? बायोलॉजिकल वैल्यू इज ऑफ. आउट ऑफ वेजिटेबल सोयाबीन में ज़्यादा है, ग्राउंड नट में ज़्यादा है, मस्टर्ड ग्राउंड नट में ज़्यादा है भाई 40% और 60% समथिंग. रूट डेंसिटी सोयाबीन में ऑयल इज 20%, प्रोटीन इज 40%, ग्राउंड नट में ऑयल इज 40% समथिंग, मस्टर्ड सिस्टम आई डोंट रिमेंबर. रूट डेंसिटी इज हायर अंडर dryland rainfed irrigated. Root density is highest under irrigated. SSI anthesis silk interval in new maize SCH variety. Want to do this? Okay, wow. Root used for flavoring coffee powder, chicory. Germinating legume seed contains germinating legume seed contains, हमने पढ़ा था ना कि रेड ग्राम है स्पीडिक एसिड, ऑक्जेलिक एसिड भी होता है बहुत सारे लेग्यूम्स में, पल्सेस में. ऑक्जेलिक एसिड, एस्कॉर्बिक एसिड नो, फॉस्फोरिक एसिड नो, सीडिक एसिड. बेबी कॉर्न इज डैश कॉब, फर्टिलाइज्ड, स्टेराइल, अनफर्टिलाइज्ड, मैच्योर अनफर्टिलाइज्ड कॉब. General dose of biofertilizer for seed treatment 10 kg per hectare, 15 kg, 20 kg, 25. I think 10 kg. No, 20 kg. Sorry. General dose of biofertilizer for seed treatment is 20 kg. Rotavator is primary tillage implement, secondary tillage implement, intercultivation implement. Rotavator is secondary tillage. Yes. Biologically fixed nitrogen measured by acetylene reduction assay. No. AAA CHNS analyzer. Oh, it is acetylene reduction assay only. Okay. Biologically fixed nitrogen is measured by acetylene reduction assay. Okay. Biogas contains CH4 or methane. Biogas contains methane 45 to 50%. Early sowing in pulses is not recommended mainly due to more vegetative growth. Weed post problem is more photo period sensitivity, length of growing period. I think C can be the answer. A, more vegetative growth. Okay. Then skip row planting is very popular in rice, maize, wheat, sorghum, rice. Skip row is planted in rice. Clay soil requires herbicide dose then sandy one. Clay soil requires herbicide dose then sandy one. More or less equal. More. Rice is grown below MSL mean sea level in state West Bengal, Kerala. And the name where it is done is Kotunur. Not Kotunur. Pokhali rice is in West Bengal. घियास मिला है, घियास अवार्ड बाय FIO, घियास अवार्ड इन इंडिया 3 जगह पे मिला है. एक है जहाँ तलपुरी जहाँ पे ये होता है. देन सेकेंड घियास अवार्ड इज गिवन टू केरला. कुट्टनाड फॉर बिलो सी लेवल फार्मिंग सिस्टम इन केरला. देन कोरापुट में हमारा मिला है ट्रेडिशनल एग्रीकल्चर फॉर ट्रेडिशनल सस्टेनेबल फार्मिंग ऑफ इंडिजिनस लैंड रेसेस. देन सैफ्रॉन के लिए पैम्पोरी को मिला है 3 जगह पे कुट्टनाड. देन व्हेन लैंड LAI, हाँ हमने देखा ना था ना LAI लीफ एरिया इंडेक्स इज 1. RGR LAI formula mola leaf area index formula is total leaf area by ground area. Okay, but what is CGR and all these things? With CGR and LAD. LAI equal to leaf area by ground area, leaf area duration and crop growth rate. That is CGR. So basic formula. NAR net assimilation rate equal to CGR by mean LAI. So if LAI is equal to 1, then NAR equal to CGR. Yes. D. Net assimilation ratio equal to crop growth rate. Okay. Net assimilation ratio equal to crop growth rate divided by leaf in क्या था leaf area index. Yes. So CGU recommended alley width in alley cropping is at least 3 meter. The Indeterminate. Determinate and nature of soybean is controlled by dash gene DT1, DT2. Sorry, DT1 and DT2. Determinate and determinate two genes. Which one is not realistic? Sorry. Yes. Which one is not realistic? RGR equal to 5 crop. RGR means CGR means crop growth rate. RGR RGR means relative growth rate equal to 5 gram per day. CGR 5 gram per meter square per day. LAI equal to 5. LAR equal to 5. Okay. Dendrometer is used for measuring dendrometer. Okay. Annual rings, plant height, trunk diameter. Yeah. Milpa system of Central America is modified form of mixed cropping, intercropping, multi-stored cropping, slash and burn. Milpa. Hollow cathode lamp generally used for AAS एडजॉर्शन के लिए. हेलो कैथोड. अरहर plus soybean intercropping is popular. अरहर means okay. अरहर plus soybean intercropping is popular in Odisha can be क्योंकि सोयाबीन ज़्यादा होता नहीं है. MP can be UP महाराष्ट्र. Yellow revolution was mainly achieved due to yellow revolution for fruits. TMO 1986 5-year plan Life to Land program ILVP TMO. What is TMO? Yellow revolution. TMO 1986. TMO 1986. Okay, technology mission on oilseed. Oh, yellow vision is for fruits and gold. Gold. Yes, the oil is golden, right? Golden revolution. No. Golden is for horticulture. Yellow revolution. Yellow revolution major Indian agriculture initiatives for oilseed production, groundnut, self-sufficiency in edibles. Then what is for fruit? CPRI is situated at Simla. The largest soil order in the world: insectisol, antisol, aridisol. Residue burning was banned in 5 states by control by नेशनल ग्रीन ट्राइब्यूनल. नेशनल ग्रीन ट्राइब्यूनल तो कैसे है भाई, मतलब कोर्ट लड़ता है. सेंट्रल पॉल्यूशन कंट्रोल बोर्ड एनवायरमेंटल कंट्रोल देखता है. बैनिंग तो ये लगाता है. रेसिड्यू बर्निंग वाज बैन्ड 5 स्टेट बाय एजेंसी नेशनल ग्रीन ट्राइब्यूनल. ओके. द TPL is tractor for mounting, stands for in farm machinery. 3-point hinge. पता. The effect of LGLL, laser guided land leveling, last for. This is too much engineering. The effect of LGLL, laser guided land leveling, lasts for 2 to 3 years. The respiratory uncouplers inhibit ATP synthesis, disrupt electrochemical potential gradient, hamper membrane permeability. All of them. Respiratory uncouplers, both, all inhibit ATP synthesis, disrupt electrochemical potential gradient, and hamper membrane permeability. India's position in tractor production is first, third, fourth, seventh, fourth. The photoperiodic behavior of maize is short-tailed plant. Quantitatively, multicolored flowered is a characteristic of Achicornia lantana camera. Obviously, ये तो देखा ही है सबने. Sulfur requirement is high in cereals, legumes, oilseed. Non-nodulating groundnut lines lack root branches, primary roots, no seminal roots, root hairs. Non-nodulating groundnut lines lacks root hairs. 2,4-D B can be metabolized into 2,4-D in legumes. Precursor of ABA is vialoxanthin. ट्रिप्टोफान का प्रिकॉसर इज IAA, नो सॉरी, IAA का प्रिकॉसर इज ट्रिप्टोफान, प्रिकॉसर ऑफ ABA इज बायोलोजांथिन. किसान भारती periodically is published by Panth University. The Watermen of India, Rajendra Prasad, Rajiv Pawar, Rajiv Nayak, Rajendra Singh. Disc plow is primary, rotavator is secondary. ISA established in the year 1955 in perihelion. Perihelion is pakhare, near to the sun, closest to the sun. Direction of Stephenson screen in northern hemisphere should be, direction of Stephenson screen in northern hemisphere should be north facing. I don't know what is this. Happy seeder generally fulfills only one principle of conservation of agriculture, only two principle of conservation agriculture. Conservation agriculture is 25 to 30% crop residue should be remained. तापरे the La Nina generally increases monsoon. No, La Nina increases monsoon, yes. El Nino decreases. Soybean is inoculated with Melitoli or leguminosarum. It can be Japonica. In stress condition, leaf water potential decreases. Osmotic potential also decreases. In bulk, density of soil decreases, total porosity increases. The minimum percentage of clay in clay soil is 40%. Minimum percentage of clay in the clay soil is 40%. The temperature known as biological 0, 5 degrees centigrade. In these 4 grains, highest biological value is of mustard, mung bean, wheat, rice. Wheat? No, mung bean. VRT and VRA are related with precision farming. What is VRT? Yeah. VRT and VRA. VRT is variable rate technology and variable rate application are precision agriculture technique that optimize field inputs, that is fertilizer, seed, pesticide for adjusting application rate. Not in permaculture. Subsistence farming तो घर के लिए ही होता है. Permaculture is agriculture, watershed management. VRT and VRA, that is variable rate technology and variable rate application. Number of soil climatic zones in India. Number of soil climatic zones in India is 64. Okay. Boron deficiency was first reported in Odisha, Gujarat, UP, Bihar. In salinity affected areas, sowing in ridges, northern slope planting, southern slope planting, top ridges planting, alternate ridge planting. A. Northern slope planting. Salinity affected areas, sowing in ridges, northern slope planting. Salinity affected area में northern ridge में slope में plant करेंगे. Okay. Recovery efficiency is based on yield. No, uptake. Recovery efficiency is based on uptake. Allelopathy term was given by Haynes, Mollis, Radford, Williams. Mollis. Allelopathy is given by Mollis. Okay. Another thing we read also. कुछ तो पढ़ा था deficiency. Genome of which crop is lastly sequenced? Genome of which crop is lastly sequenced? Wheat, rice, peanut, and parthenium. A. Wheat. Wheat is a king of cereals because it is a staple food, highest area coverage, highest productivity, high utility, and highest area coverage. If total grain weight is 4 quintal in 20% moisture, what will be weight of grains at 10% moisture? Total grain weight is 40 quintal in 20. Okay. 10% moisture में कितना होगा पूछ रहे, उससे कम होगा obviously. Full answer is 25. I don't know the formula for this. Okay. We'll see grain weight to moisture percentage. Grain weight to moisture percentage. relation is the no formula. ये के shrink equal to initial percentage minus final percentage divided by 100 minus final percentage into 100. तो shrink equal to initial percentage was 20 minus 10 equal to 10. 100 minus final equal to 19. So 10 by 90 into 100. Okay, so it's 10 by 9. Shrink equal to 10 by 9 equal to 1 point something. So 40 minus 1 point something. Okay, that will be the percentage of weight loss. So 40% से 4 point something का 40 into 1 point something करना है, तो it will come as 0. Okay, so it can be 35. Okay, then lantana camera belongs to family Barbanaceae Chenopodiaceae. I don't think it's Chenopodiaceae. Asteraceae Fabaceae. Answer is Barbanaceae. Lantana camera belongs to the family Barbanaceae. Asteraceae Fabaceae नहीं है. Flame photometer is used to determination of flame photometer is used for K potassium. Calculate volume required per hectare if 2 liter water is needed to spray 70 meter length with swath of, I don't know what these questions are. Sulfur content in SSP is 16 or something, 12%. Leading country in oil palm production is India, China, Indonesia, Egypt. Indonesia. Okay, Indonesia में कोकोनट ज़्यादा है भाई, palm tree भी ज़्यादा है. Tropical. Scientific name of 6-row barley is Bulgare. Hirsutum Bulgare. Origin of soybean is China. Frankenstein in food crop. Frankenstein in food crop. Rice, wheat, maize, mustard. Maize. Frankenstein in food crop. Maize. Non-government portal is iKishan, Farmers Portal, MKishan. I don't think iKishan is there. Deficiency symptoms of which nutrient appears on apical bud. Deficiency symptoms of which nutrient appears on apical bud. जिंक, मोलिब्डेनम, बोरन. बोरन का बहुत काम है भाई. बोरन एपिकल बड में भी दिखता है. बोरन पोलन ट्यूब में भी हेल्प करता है. ओह माय गॉड. मोलिब्डेनम इज फॉर नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन. जिंक ने देखा खरी आईटीजी. जिंक का कुछ और भी तो देखा. कल फिर ये सारे रिवाइज करेंगे. 200 क्वेश्चन अभी 1 घंटा लगा ना, वो आधे घंटे में हो जाएगा. देखना, विल रिवाइज ऑल दिस 200 क्वेश्चन. हार्ड फ्रूट ऑफ सिट्रस इज कॉज्ड बाय डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ. हार्ड फ्रूट ऑफ सिट्रस इज कॉज्ड बाय डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ बोरॉन. वाओ, ये भी बोरॉन का है. दिस 2 क्वेश्चन. मतलब एपिकल बड में डेफिशिएंसी दिखेगा इसमें. फ्रूट हार्ड हो गया सिट्रस का, तो भी बोरॉन की वजह से. डीलिंटिंग ऑफ कॉटन इज डन फॉर ग्रेडिंग सीड्स. डीलिंटिंग तो वो फाइबर से अलग करते हैं. किलिंग ऑफ हाइबरनेटिंग बोलवर्म एंड लार्वा, क्विकर जर्मिनेशन, ऑल ऑफ दैम गेट्स. डीलिंटिंग इज डन फॉर क्विकर जर्मिनेशन. Deholming is done in potato for higher yield, higher seed tuber, higher starch content, higher protein content, quality seed. Deholming is done in the potato for quality seed tuber. Deholming. अच्छा, हमने पढ़ा राइस में होता है समथिंग ब्यूसनिंग. ब्यूसनिंग वाज डन, कुछ तो था यार. ब्यूसनिंग का क्या था? In cropping sequence of maize, wheat, moong, cropping intensity should be. In a cropping sequence of maize, wheat, moong, cropping intensity should be 303 crop, no, 300%. Delinting of cotton is done in sulfuric acid. Okay, delinting is done for quicker germination. नेक्स्ट 200 कल करेंगे. ये 200 आधे घंटे में मतलब रिवाइज करेंगे. डन. बाय बाय.